There's got to be a way to save the No Hostilities Pact, so no one from the Kouga and Iga will die. Not even Gennosuke-Sama and Oboro-Dono. It's up to me now to save them and their marriage. I must do my job. Seriously. Oh, anyway. Hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1887. This is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time again for another anime review. And I gotta redo this anime review all over again, so I can try to make it better than before. So anyway, ladies and dudes, for my next anime review is Basilisk, one of my most favorite animes of all time. And I still love this anime even to this day. And I enjoyed this anime for over 10 years ago, if you know what I mean. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next anime review of Basilisk. I better stop this Kouga Iga war once and for all. And sadly, I don't have my baseball bat with me. I just brought my stick over. And yes, I will let you know is I gotta do it in a two-part event. For part one, I'm gonna tell you about the main plot of the story and the strongest and the weakest points of this anime. And also for part two, I'm gonna tell you about my favorite characters from Basilisk and my final thoughts of Basilisk. Well, if you remember my two-part event stuff. But anyway, let's head on to the main plot of Basilisk. It's a story about those 10 Kougas and 10 Igas are going to finally settle the score once and for all for this stupid Kouga-Iga war crap, and they've been fighting each other for 400 years, and thanks to that dumb A-word idiot Lord Ieyasu gave these two elderly people these two unknown scrolls that has 10 Kougas, 10 Igas. They have their names signed up to see which ninjas is the best of the best or something like that. And how the heck will these two main lovers named Gennosuke-Sama and Oboro-Dono, how the heck will they survive this whole entire mess while they are still falling in love, even to this day? And that is it. That is my whole entire plot of Basilisk. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this anime called Basilisk? One of the most underrated animes of all time. Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I frickin' love Basilisk. This is one of my most favorite animes of all time, and I watched all 24 episodes all over again, so I can remember all the great episodes that I enjoyed from this great anime. I will say for this anime, it had a really good storyline. I had mixed feelings with the characters here or there. Some of them are good, some of them are okay, some of them are bad, and some characters I freaking hate. I love the 2D hand-drawn animation of this anime. It was pretty darn well done and pretty well detailed. I freaking love the score. I love both the opening and the two closing themes of this anime. It has really cool, excellent character designs. And most of all, the best part I love about this anime is the English dub. And I do praise Funimation for working very, very hard to make a really good English dub for one of the most underrated ninja animes of all time. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to the strongest points and the weakest points of Basilisk. And I will say for my strongest points for this anime, well, I got a three-way tie. Just a tie between the animation, the English dub, and the score. So let's go on to the animation first. I frickin' love the animation. This is one of the best animations I have ever seen from the anime company called Gonzo. If you remember Gonzo, they did a couple of animes here and there, like Samurai 7 and Peacemaker and the first Full Metal Panic anime. Yeah, you know those guys. They know how to make hand-drawn animation very, very well. But I will say Basilisk is one of the best hand-drawn anime TV shows of all time, because this is one of the best animation TV shows that really did blow me away. Even with its character designs. I will show you the character designs for these really cool characters. Like the ones that came from the Iga clan and the ones for the Kouga clan. Isn't it pretty cool? I'm showing you these pictures of these wonderful characters, or just the characters I have mixed feelings for. So yeah, I will say for the first strongest point for this anime is definitely the animation. And the second strongest point I will tell you about in this anime is truly the English dub. I will say out of all the Funimation animes that I did enjoy here and there, like Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho, I will say Basilisk did a very good job with its English dub, and I fell in love with one of the greatest actors and actresses who played the characters very, very well. The best ones, in my opinion, is Troy Baker playing Gennosuke-Sama, this John guy who played Hyoma, this Mark dude who played Tenzin, this Jennifer lady who played Akaginu, and Laura Bailey playing Oboro-Dono. I mean, I fell in love with every single one of them, and they did a good job playing with these amazing characters. So I have nothing else to say. So the second strongest point about this anime is the English dub. And the third strongest point about this anime that I love the best is the score. I freaking love the score. This is one of the best scores that I ever heard in anime history. And it has one of the best Japanese feels that did take place in the 1600s. I mean, I was in Basilisk and I'm starting to listen to every single score that I heard from this very underrated show. I mean, there's so many scores to be found, like happy scores, emotional scores, sad scores, funny scores, haunting scores, mystery scores, and so much more. This is a great anime to watch. One of my most favorite scores that I enjoyed from Basilisk is definitely the Hodorobi score. I will say the Hodorobi score is truly the best score that I ever heard, and I need to go back and re-listen to that score again so I can remember that score that involves sadness and emotion and haunting moments when Hodorobi is thinking about her boyfriend, Yashimaru. If you know what I mean. So for my three strongest points for this anime is the animation, the score, and the English dub. And sadly, I gotta go ahead and tell you about my two main weak points for this anime. One weak point that involves, I wish we could get to know the characters just a little bit more, and also 4 characters that I freaking hate in this anime. So let's go on to the first major weak point about this anime is there are some characters here and there that we did not get to know much. We know a few of these characters here and there. I will say the only characters we got to know a little bit is Tenzin and Oboro, Gennosuke, Hyoma, Gyobu, And also the flashback story that featured Donjo-Sama and Oboro-Dono. So yeah, as for the other characters, we don't know them much. Oh, I forgot a little bit of background story between Todoroki and Yashimaru. Their storyline was alright. But I wish we could get to know a bit more of the characters. Like Jingoro, Nanki, and Rosa. I want to get to know the reason why they look like this. Even one of them looks like that he's really, really sick and he has really bad spots. That's Jingoro right there. Weird, huh? And for the Kougas, I wish we could get to know this dude. This Jubei guy. I want to get to know why he's one of the only Kougas who doesn't have arms and legs. I wonder if the Igas took that away from him during those war times, if you know what I mean. So I will say my first major weak point is I wish we could get to know the characters just a little bit more. And now let's go on to the second main weak point of this anime is there's 4 characters I do hate in this anime. One is the priest, the other is this lady named Lady Ofuku, and sadly 1 character each from the Kouga and the Iga. Let's go on to the one of the 4 characters I hate. Okay, the first character I hate in this anime is definitely this priest dude. I don't know his name, but he's that old dude with those white eyebrows, and he has that big nose, and he sounded too wise. It's the one that Lord Ieyasu talked to back at episode 1. He's trying to discuss to Lord Ieyasu about his problems, about which one of his grandsons is going to be the next heir to the throne. And he said something, I got an idea, let's get these 2 ninja clans to fight each other to the death, and let's see which one of your grandsons will be the next heir to the throne and all that stuff. Yeah, I really hate that priest guy. He is such an idiot. He should have known that the Kougas and the Igas are trying to get ready to have peace and no more war between them. So I don't know what the heck he's thinking. So anyway, that's the first character I hate in this anime. The second character I hate in this anime, I hope you look at this picture very carefully, is this very ugly lady named Lady Ofuku. Look at her. She is one of the most ugliest characters I have ever seen in my whole entire life. Very pathetic, don't you think? Yeah, the reason why I hate her is, she's ugly, she's really stupid, she got involved in this Kouga and Iga war way too soon, and she's annoying. I do like the voice actress who did her, but yeah, she's one of the most annoying characters I have ever seen in my whole entire life. Like I said, I wish she never got involved in the Kouga Eagle War stuff. Maybe she should have left them alone and do their own thing. So yeah, that's the second character I hate. And sadly, let's go on to one of the characters each I hate from one side of the Kouga and one side of the Iga. The first one I hate is Kagero. I think she's truly one of the worst characters I have ever seen in anime history. She may be mysterious and beautiful, but yet she's ugly, stupid, and useless. And she wastes too much time on having feelings on Gennosuke-Sama, and she hates Oboro-Dono for some unknown reason. And one last thing I hate about this character, she's nothing but a whore. A dumb A-word whore I will never forget in anime history. So that's one of the characters I do hate in this anime. And the last and final character I hate from the Igas is Tenzin. He may be a decent character, but you gotta be careful of this guy. He's evil, he's arrogant, he's nothing but a cold-blooded monster. And most of all, he's going to do something bad to Oboro-Dono in the later on episodes of Basilisk. So please beware of this dude, if you know what I mean. So anyway, for my two main weak points for this anime is I wish we could get to know these characters just a little bit more. And also, just 4 evil characters I really do hate in this anime. So anyway, that's my part 1 event of Basilisk, and I'll be back for a couple of minutes as I tell you about part 2, as I tell you about 4 good characters I really do care about in this anime, and truly, my final thoughts of Basilisk. So, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and I'll be right there.